Hello, Namaskara everyone, and we are here on a food trial in Belgavi. And in search of food, we have going to look for the hidden treasures in Belgavi, and we have now reached the hidden door located in camp. And it's a very interesting journey and a transition, I can say, with the owners of this restaurant. And with me now I have Mr. Rajiv. Hi Rajiv.
Hi.
Rajiv Vadva.
Hi.
So Rajiv Vadva is a man who's running the show here along with his friends and his better half.
Yeah.
Hi Rajiv.
Hi. Thank you, Kiran.
How's it been in Belgavi?
I think the journey in Belgaum has been more than amazing. Okay. This is the first time the three of us have gotten into the food business. Neither of us has any experience in this area or this domain. We all come from different corporate backgrounds, from education technology to advertising and marketing.
You yourself from marketing?
From marketing, yeah. So this has been an amazing journey because this is the kind of food that we truly believe in. And Belgaum is a place which we feel accepts food like no other city. The people in Belgaum love their food. Otherwise, I've not seen any other city, celebrating food for over 10 days. You have an event, Anna Utsav, which is there for 10 whole days where the whole Belgaum is there experiencing different cuisine. So this is a city which really loves its food. It's proud of its culture. And Belgaum has been very kind to us to allow us to start here and express what we believe in, the kind of food that we believe in, and serve to the best that we can, because what we serve is what we eat ourselves.
Exactly.
So whatever we don't eat will never be on the menu ourselves.
Exactly.
So that's how it is.
So you not having any roots in Belgavi, how's that connect that happened?
So this connect happened a lot of years back. So we are all road trip guys, on motorcycles. And one of such instances was we were, doing a road trip down south on the motorcycle, and we halted in Belgaum for a few days, and we quite loved the pace of the city. It's very relaxed. It's very calming. People are living their lives, and we truly love that. So that was there somewhere at the back of our minds when we were here in this city. In fact, the whole idea of the hidden door also got visualized when we were on a road trip in Bhutan. And when it came to the place, this is the place.
Bhutan, you decided that you're going to be in Belgaum.
In Belgaum, absolutely. So the B part was common, and we are here.
It's so good to hear, Belgaum being on a road map has brought so much in.
Yeah, true. So that's how it is, and we're very fortunate that the people in Belgaum have been very supportive. And whether it is the people whom we get our supplies from, even people whom we don't get our supplies from, have been very forthcoming and very helpful. The owners of this place, they've been very supportive. Our vendors have been very encouraging and guiding us, because they said, okay, this is the first time, aap aise karo. So we really feel blessed that this city has accepted us and given us more than what we could have thought of.
I really like that gesture of yours, buying local. So how that all started?
So, like I was saying, this is
your way of appreciating the city?
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, this has been our dream, right? And this city has allowed us to live our dream. It is only fair that we give it back to the city in any way possible. So I would say 90% of the things that we have are all locally sourced from local vendors. Mm-hmm. There was a time in the beginning when we used to get our pizza boxes from Goa, and we were not very happy, but we didn't have enough knowledge about the city at that point in time. But the moment we did, and we got to know that there are people who can make this for us, we immediately shifted and started procuring all our boxes from Belgaum, made in Belgaum. Belgaum, we feel, is very blessed as a city. And this is something that we tell all our customers who are from here, that you live in a blessed city like Belgaum. You have the freshest of produce that is there in Belgaum. You are supporting Goa. a tourist hub on the world map, and you're supporting Goa because all your produce is there.
Exactly.
And if we don't use that, and we are into food, the freshest of ingredients will give the best quality of output. And so it gives us immense pleasure when we go to the farms in Belgaum to pick our produce. We can actually tell the farmer saying that aap ye dijiye, this is what we want, this is what we want, and they are very happy to kind of give us. We also help them in terms of selling their produce over here, right? So there have been instances where we've told our customers, if you ever need exotic veggies or anything, let us know. We will get it from the local farmers and give it to you.
Wow, that's so nice.
Yeah, and we don't charge anything because that is not the business we are in, right? A lot of the things that we keep here in our outlet are directly coming from people in Belgaum. We have space, we give them the space, the whole produce, all the whole money goes to them. We have nothing to do with that.
That's actually a nice way of promoting a farmer.
I mean, that's the least we can do. Yeah, that's the least we can do because they are in the backdrop, but they are, without them, I don't think restaurants will be able to, give the kind of food that they would want to give.
So by this, I understand it, you are doing a lot of interaction with your customers, and you're knowing this place better.
So I mean, what good is it if you're just in the business for the sake of business? I mean, the whole fun about food is, you have conversations. It's a family time. It's friends who come together and have food together. Now, we play a very small part in trying to give them that experience. Our conversations are never intrusive. We will never go and intrude in their privacy. But we have conversations because there is so much to learn from every individual who walks in, whether it is about food, it is about their life. I mean, it's really fun. There are times where, a lot of parents and children who come here to dine, and we've been kind of excused ourselves within their conversation because we see that the kid is on the mobile phone, and we say, sorry, if you don't mind, may I say something? They're like, yeah, can you not be on your mobile phone? And the parents are like, okay. Like, the reason is because this is the only time that you get as a family. So if you don't have a mobile device on the dining table, you bond better as a family. So we try and be part of their lives because they are part of our lives, when they choose to come here.
Exactly.
So things like that. I mean, even there are times when a regular customer of ours who was tested positive, and she was at home, in isolation, and she called up to order for food, right? That, I'm almost towards the end and I'm really craving for some food. Could you guys send this? And we made sure that the food was delivered to her with warm messages from all of us, not expecting.
That's so nice.
See, because the person is already, in a little mental stress. You just want to light up that person's day, or evening. So we try our best to be as humane as possible because that's the whole fun of being in this industry.
I remember during lockdown and post-lockdown, you had come up with a lot of new variants of food and things like that. And it was really nice, you supporting the entire city in those times, crucial times.
I mean, see, the thing is, the pandemic has been tough for everyone. Everyone has, suffered. Everyone has gone through the tough times of the lockdown.
I think you had just started by then, I think some 5-6 months back.
Correct. We had just started, and within 6 months, the pandemic hit. But we were very, very focused in terms of that we have to, as a team, get through this pandemic period. We followed all the norms. We continue to follow all the norms which have been laid out. Whether it is the sanitization part of things, so we don't even have a printed menu anymore.
Oh.
We have a digital menu which we request our customers to scan, giving them access to the Wi-Fi. So it's easy for them to access the menu on their own mobile devices without fearing that they have to touch something.
Exactly.
So we've tried to do all those things. Every table is sanitized after it has been used and before it is used. So we try and maintain that. And even at the entrance itself, you'll see there is sanitization to clean your hands and everything. So we are trying our level best.
That's actually
to make things comfortable because there are kids who come here, there are families who come. We just want them to feel safe.
That's very nice. We'll just move to the table.
Surely, please.
So Rajiv, from a corporate job to starting up with your own startup, did you find it very risky?
Risky, okay, was not the word that we had thought of.
Okay.
Yeah, we knew it would be challenging because this is something that we've never done before. But we were confident because a lot of us have traveled and we've experienced amazing food. In fact, even before we started, we had a lot of conversations with people in Belgaum, and when we discussed with them the kind of menu we were thinking or the kind of food that we were planning to have, they said, यार ये खाना तो हमने गोवा में खाया है, this type of food, या फिर हमने कहीं बॉम्बे, बैंगलोर,
Little Italy,
correct. So we've eaten over there. Belgaum में ये सब खाना, यहाँ audience नहीं है. We said we don't believe that. We genuinely didn't believe that Belgaum doesn't have an appetite for a Conti food, an authentic wood-fired pizza. We truly believe that people in Belgaum know this food. It's just that they haven't experienced it in their own city till now.
Exactly.
Right. So that is the reason, with our belief in the kind of food and the fact that Belgaum is ready to experiment, we just went ahead and created this entire menu, curated this entire menu. So every food that you will see being served to you has been tried, tested over months before it goes on the menu.
So a lot of R&D has happened before it has come on the table.
Yeah. And I would say a huge percentage of the food that we create is made in-house.
Okay.
So right from the nachos, which is right here for you. So this is the.
If you can just zoom in.
This is the veg nachos. The nachos are made freshly in our kitchen. Okay. We do not use packaged nachos because then we are not able to assure the kind of quality or taste that we would want customers to get. Mm-hmm. So you have that. Then you have the ravioli over here. This again is made from scratch, right from the pasta to the filling. Everything is done in-house.
Small dumplings and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have.
This is the roasted half chicken meal, which is a Conti meal that we have. Mm-hmm. So you have the roasted meal, which is done in the wood fire oven with some exotic veggies. That's our one of our signature salads, which is the balsamic reduction salad. You won't get this anywhere, and this is something that we are very happy to serve our customers.
Plus with all local veggies.
All everything that you see in terms of the cherry tomatoes or the broccoli or anything is all locally sourced from the farmers of Belgaum. So that's something which we really feel very happy about because it's like farm to your table. It's as simple as that.
I like the way you have presented food. It's amazing. It's nice. So let's just start with the nachos first.
Please do.
If you can tell me more about it.
Sure.
So this is all made up here only.
Everything.
Right from the scratch.
Right from the scratch. Right from the scratch.
Good, nice flavor of mustard.
So the other thing about Belgaum, is that fact that they really like things which are a little spicier than normal. Belgaum people, the customers really like the food a little on the spicier side. So we've adapted a lot of our cuisine to cater to their taste while not compromising the authenticity of how things should be. So just minor tweaks here and there.
Okay.
But otherwise, we've tried to keep it as honest to the original prep as possible.
Nice.
You should also try. So we have something called as the hibiscus cooler.
Oh wow.
So this again is all properly done with using the hibiscus flower with condiments. So this is, I think, the most natural drink to beat the heat.
Yeah,
There
we
is-
see some bees also. In
Absolutely. Yeah.
This. Quite refreshing. Then we have this.
Yeah, that's the ravioli.
Please feel free to have
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no, please go ahead. So food is all about not just the taste, but we feel, it's the way the food comes to you, right? Right from the way it is presented, so it looks appealing before you even dig into it, right? It should look nice. You should feel good about it. So we wanted to pay a lot of attention to the way we present our food as well to people. It's not about you've ordered something and it just comes to your table and you've enjoyed the food because of the taste. So we wanted visual delight as well as taste delight, both of it.
There we are already in the world of selfies.
Yeah, I mean that of course helps because a lot of the youngsters they obviously want to click before they eat. So that's the whole visual.
I've seen
part
a lot
it.
of reviews of yours where the photos have been clicked, selfies have been clicked, your food. I mean, it's actually a good way of promoting food also, you can say.
Absolutely, absolutely, you're right. Yeah,
So,
please.
what are the ingredients like over here?
So this is got spinach and ricotta cheese.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the filling in the ravioli and done in Alfredo sauce. Right.
That's mouthful. Amazing.
So this is the kind of things that
Rajiv, you being a Punjabi,
yeah
I understand your wife is a
is a Marwadi.
Marwadi,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. And my brother here is a South Indian.
South Indian.
Yep. It's his Tamil New
Please.
Year today.
Oh, yes. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Please join us.
So that's Shankar.
He is also into education,
He was in education technology.
technology.
Yeah.
So, what made you come here now?
As Rajiv just told you.
So, the connect is food.
Correct is food, yes, definitely. The common denominator, as we say, is food. But that trip to Bhutan, actually, with brother and Supriya, and all of us, actually changed the entire way of looking at it. They were traveling down south first, and then they came back and said,
Which foodie monk did you meet over here?
It's a nice way to put it. It's a nice way. Yeah, the food was definitely a common denominator. And during the Bhutan trip, we kind of figured out that this is the next path that we are going to follow, and something that we wanted to do all on our own is the food business, because right from childhood days or college days, while I was growing up in Delhi, is to visit dhabas in Murthal to eat out food, and that's typical how a Delhiite does. And that's where I kind of developed that fondness, and I thought how these dhabas work and how are they going to do it. And when Rajiv and Supriya just spoke to me, I said, yeah, this is one way to look at things, and why don't we open up? And then they introduced me to Belgaum, because I had never been to Belgaum before. So they were on a road trip and they said that the place was nice and the weather you will like it, and B, it's minus the traffic of what you get in all big cities. So I said, let's take a shot. And when I landed here for the first time, within the first 2 hours, I said, Rajiv, this place looks a lot promising than what you had told me. So we decided we'll adopt this as our own city now.
We're happy to hear about a city.
Yes.
But
I
that's
think, to add to that,
She's Supriya. This is
Madhva.
Madhva. And she's a vegetarian.
Yes. So to add to what TJ said, one more thing that we experienced in Belgaum was the Annotsav. And essentially, I mean, in both of us are from North. We have visited the Ramleelas of, during the Diwali and Dussehra time mainly. Yeah, Delhi. but having a complete event which is only and only based on food kind of showed to us that this city really loves the food. When the people over here love their food, love the taste, and they have a viewpoint, they have a
Yes, you'll find it in Belgavi. Like, people upfront, they give you whatever.
right, they have a very strong viewpoint on what they are getting, how they are getting. So that kind of
80% of the time they're eating outside. It's like 80% people coming out and voting.
that's true. So that kind of got us to think that when the people over here love food so much, it is better that we come into it and we give them something which is different than what they have tasted over here, which is presented differently. I mean, that was from the very beginning, I guess, one of our goals of it's not just about giving the food in the plate. It is also about visually appealing food. It should appeal first to your eyes, your nose, and then your taste buds really come the last, and they kind of just contribute scientifically to just 20% of your overall food experience. So the remaining 80% has to be how it is coming to you, how it is smelling to you, and how it is visually appealing to you. And that is what we thought that is what we will bring to the table over here.
Essentially, point of
बेलगाम में ऐसा ही है कि लोग आते हैं और बोलते हैं फिर देखो अच्छा लगा तो अच्छा लगा,
नहीं बुरा लगा.
क्यों भाई मैं मेरा जितना भी कमा रहा हूँ उसमें से आधा के ऊपर मैं पूरा खाने पे खर्च कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, तो आप देख लो भाई कि ठीक है नहीं है.
The other thing that you said, that she's a vegetarian, in fact that has been very important for us, purely because we cannot have two separate kitchens.
Exactly.
For veg and non-veg, and we understand and we respect the sentiments of people who are pure vegetarians. So between brother and me, we are outside, interacting with customers and taking care of the other things. Supriya is primarily in the kitchen, ensuring not just the way the food is done and sent out, but the fact that the veg and the non-veg is separate. Yeah.
So she's still playing a home minister's job here.
No, see that you can never take away from the lady. So she really ensures that. Yeah. So while people may not think so much about it, whether the utensils are used are separate or not, which is absolutely fine. We don't want people to think all of that, because we want them to know that when you come to the hidden door, these things are hygiene and they're taken care of. So that has been our attempt when it comes to food, in the kitchen that is being prepared, that the veg and the non-veg are done separately. It is not overlapping in any way. So that's how it is.
So what's your experience with customers over a period of now, almost, if you did up the pandemic times, almost 1.5 years?
Right. Almost 1.5 years. Close to, yeah. So the thing is, all our interactions with our customers and we try and create a relationship with them, and this is not out of business. It is because the way we are, whether it is brother, whether it is myself, it gives us great happiness, when a customer calls us by our name. When they say TJ भाई, they call up on the phone, TJ भाई मैं so and so बोल रहा हूँ, मुझे आप ये भेज दीजिए please, बहुत मन कर रहा है खाने का. So they know you by name, and they interact with you, they share their life with you, and all of this can happen only over a food. There is no, unless if you are great friends, then it can happen anytime, but food is one binding factor which is always there. So we really enjoy having our conversations, even with the kids who come in, to the youngsters, to the adults. And I'll tell you, the two most difficult customers that we have are kids and parents. And I say
How
this
is that?
purely because, see, if you look at the way kids are, if they enjoy your food, they'll eat it without a fuss. If they don't, they won't even touch it. So they've not enjoyed your food. Parents are used to eating a certain kind of food made at home. They do not experiment much, because they're used to that food. But when they come and they like your food, it tells you that okay, you've done your job well. Young like you and me, we'll adjust. You know, खाना पसंद नहीं भी आया, अच्छा वेस्ट नहीं करना है, केचप मंगा लो, ये मंगा लो, थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट करके खा के छोड़ देंगे. But not our parents and not the kids.
Exactly.
So for us, these are the two customers whom we think are the toughest to please, and if we are able to do that, we feel very happy about it.
It's essentially getting a report card from these. That's the way to put it. So the report
that's
card
a
is
nice
pretty instantaneous.
Yeah.
Like the food that gets served hot on their tables, the report card is instantaneous. If they take the first bite and they say it's good, the dish goes off.
Yeah.
If it isn't, they will just keep on chatting with one another or doing some other activities. And that's the point where
So your point of understanding of customers are liking the food is they are busy indulged in eating.
Yeah.
That's actually a nice way to. Okay.
Yep. So we'll come back to this. So this is a freak shake, Oreo marshmallow freak shake.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is made up of.
So you've got a thick shake in this, and a lot of things that go in. So this is like, a kid within us. So we said we love these things, and when this gets ordered, and the kid who orders it, we kind of tell them, just wait till this comes for you, and you see the reaction of all your adults who are around you. And
Wow.
trust me, the way you reacted, because see, this is something you really look forward. It's a dessert, right? It's a meal
If I'm
in
a
itself.
kid, I'll see the gems put here.
Correct. The marshmallows, the Oreos, the whipped cream.
What else you
Absolutely.
need?
Yeah. So this is something which anyone of any age will thoroughly enjoy.
Okay.
between the three of us, this is the way we like the food to be served to us. If you go to any restaurant,
Okay. More than anybody, it's like for
Correct.
you all.
yeah, because that's a natural extension that we have.
So
Okay. Here we have-
this is the other dessert that we make, which is the tiramisu. Right. We make it in the most traditional manner, the way tiramisus are normally done.
You give me anything with a hint of coffee, I love it. What would a brewmaster like?
Absolutely. True.
Amazing.
Yeah. So this is the next dessert that we have, so all the desserts that you see here are all done again in-house.
Okay.
So this is the apple pie, and
I
there's
would like you to dig in this.
so there's a small story behind the apple pie.
Okay.
So like I was telling you, we used to do a lot of bike rides. So in Ladakh, when we were traveling, and there was a small little restaurant over there.
Okay.
Now Ladakh obviously has got close proximity to Kashmir, and the freshest of apples are procured from there. A small little restaurant, and we had the most amazing apple pie over there. And that taste we never forgot, because food at the end of the day is all about memories. So when we wanted to create our own version of the apple pie, till the time that taste did not come for us, we kept trying, and it almost took us 2 weeks to get it to that level of taste that we remember of the apple pie that we had eaten. Like I said, we are not from, we are not
So
trained
who's the
chefs.
taste master?
The taste masters, I would say, is all three of us.
Okay.
But for me, because I have both veg and non-veg, I kind of experiment with everything and anything that is made over here.
You get the privilege to
I
dig
get
in
the
more.
Absolutely, and that's why you see the way I am also
Healthy.
So yes, so I mean that's for us is what food is all about. It's memories, it's beautiful things that get associated with every bite that we take. So please do dig in, sir.
No, I would love you to give that privilege, please. Because you need to explain everything to us.
You see, everything
Right from the crust.
Right from the crust
To the filling.
to the filling, you know.
Nice.
So it has a very prominent cinnamon taste.
And you eat it with the shell, the biscuit part of it, that even tastes better.
Cinnamon, apple,
And
the
crust.
freshest of apple. You've got a fruit market right outside.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I've heard about the bunny chow out here. Who's getting it?
Yes, yes, for sure, for sure. We'll get that for you. No, that again, the bunny chow again is an interesting. Yeah, it is for you.
ऊपर मिर्ची डाल दिया तो ये बेलगाम का हो गया. तीखा इज व्हाट वी यूजुअली भी पसंद करते हैं यहाँ पे. Because myself, when I had started a restaurant, I had a whole booklet of menu card. Then I had to restrict myself to a one-page menu card because कुछ भी कर लो लास्ट को लोग यहाँ पे कोल्हापुरी कढ़ाई मक्खन वाला उसी पे अटकते हैं. The Indian version, Indian food version of it. Yes, Rajiv, who would like to?
Brother will.
So bunny chow is something. Bunny chow was something that I saw people eat. It's something that was not prevalent in India. Was street food from Durban, South Africa. But the interesting part was that it was created.
Like
or
Kafriyal is in Goa.
Yes. So it was started by Indian migrant workers who went to South Africa.
Okay.
And that's where the bread was abundantly available. But the gravy part of it, what you're going to dig in now, is something that you will find pretty much Indian.
Yeah.
So there's nothing South African about it.
No,
Just
I'll
the
tell you
name
what.
part of it.
Sorry.
Just the name part of it is a little English, but essentially the dish resonates Indianness. The gravy inside is very Indian. So it's made very simply. You get a fresh loaf of bread, pull the breadcrumbs out of it, line it with little butter, get it toasted in the wood fire oven that we have. Once it's nicely toasted inside, pour the gravy, which could be either a veg gravy or a chicken gravy. So you do that,
Just open the.
and it is ready with a scoop of butter or cheese on top of it. And for the Indianness, the Dil Se Indian types, we put a yes. and the way we were, and when we were conceptualizing it again, as Rajiv said, we never knew the taste because none of us has traveled to Durban, South Africa.
So the filling is?
The filling is chicken.
This is chicken. Yeah.
You get it in a veg version also.
This is chicken keema.
This is chicken keema. Yeah.
The other day I was having breakfast in Nias. We have started with the breakfast menu. The keema is quite almost same, but this is much more better. This has got cheese in it,
Yeah.
a lot of butter. And the way it's presented is too good. This is a must try in Hidden Door, I would say. Ballistic salad is good. Tacos are good. Of course, the mirchi also.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll keep that.
Let's get on to the next dish.
Yeah. So this is the roasted half chicken meal that we have. Again, the whole prep is very Conti style of making it. But again, the chicken gets roasted in the wood fire. So we try and maximize the use of the wood fire oven, because if you ask our grandparents, you know, they always cooked on coal or
Natural.
on wood, natural, right? And वो flavor can never be replicated. So we
Wow.
try and maximize the usage of wood, so that that flavor, that smokiness which is there, is what
It
gets
roasted
into the-
in the wood fire oven and then tossed with garlic pepper sauce. And a little cream added to it. It's a typical, as Rajiv said, it's a continental food preparation. It's an extra sauce.
The garlic in the sauce, was quite rich and abundant, you can see. Too good here. This is something which I have not had here in Belgaum at least.
okay.
I mean, you get grilled chicken served. So this is something very different, nice. The sauce, the marination is very good actually.
Thank you. A lot of our customers.
We should have got
yeah.
something like, when you go to take a perfume,
Mhm.
usually have once we just smell the aroma of fragrance of a perfume. To go to the next one, we need a coffee bean
Correct.
actually to disconnect with it.
Correct.
But I'm not getting anything to disconnect over here.
We're glad. I mean, see.
We have another thing. I think the star is
Yes.
getting ready over there.
So while it
Chef,
comes.
could you just open the door for us? Yeah, but that's the
Yeah.
wood
again,
fire oven.
yeah. So that again was created through a lot of R&D, because we did not know who is going to make. The funds obviously you have to take care of. So this is something along the three of us, along with our chef, we kind of sat down ourselves and designed the whole pizza oven itself. So we said, okay, we want authentic wood fire the way it should be. We've also added obviously the gas connection, so that it just helps us to light the fire
Initially to ignite
initially. Absolutely. After that, it is purely on wood, and so that flavor that gets infused in the pizza and the food that we do, whether it's the bunny chow or the roasted chicken that we do, is completely different and unique, and that is something that is more experiential in terms of the flavor than I would be able to give on a gas burner. So the next dish which Supriya is going to get for us is the hidden star. We call it as a lockdown innovation.
Oh,
So during the last year when it started, we had a lot of time. Now, whether we would get frustrated because it's just been 6 months and the whole thing has come to a standstill for us,
I understand.
or we utilize the time to create, to put in all our energies into creating newer things, so that we said when things open up, we'll be able to offer different items, different product, different food to the customers. And
So
we,
it's a blessing in disguise for you all.
it has been I wouldn't say blessing, but I mean,
You
it's
got your
been
own
tough.
time,
Yes.
We've started 6 months
Correct.
now. You got time to know, your customers need this,
Correct.
need this. So let's start, because usually in the routine,
Yeah.
you don't get to
Don't
do all
get
these
to.
things.
True, very true. That actually is right. So that is when we experimented with this. We said we all have loved the pizzas which are there, and we said how can we take it a little notch higher, and this is something that we kind of researched and R&D'd, because the whole game over here is the combination of flavors. So
Yes, here comes the star of Hidden Door.
Star attraction as well.
so that's the hidden
Done
star.
with lot of love.
Yeah. So it takes a little bit of time because you have to get it right. So I'll just
Actually, I don't feel like touching it.
This is also one of
I'm
the
feeling like
pizzas
admiring
that-
it more and more.
This is one of the pizzas that anybody can just come in over here, dine in and eat. We can't actually deliver it.
yeah.
So it is not available for any kind of a delivery.
Is there any way we can propose the star pizza? Yeah, she looks so beautiful actually. Gorgeous, I can say.
So actually, a point that Supriya has made is very right. There are a couple of things which we don't deliver through online Swiggy or Zomato. This is one of them. The bunny chow is the other.
Yeah, some things are better had here.
Because we want
Good,
people
good.
to get the experience, and it's not about just selling it or just sending it to their house when we know they won't enjoy it as much.
No,
So-
we have locked in our life so digitally. I mean, we literally have to keep people now, like especially kids and all. We need something to get them out. Actually,
And the other
No,
part
it's
of
an-
it is both on Bunny Chow and the Hidden Style. It's more of the visual appeal in the first instance, the smell of it in the second instance, and the eating part, which you will do now, if you have not fallen in love with it completely, is something that you can do a little later. But
no, I've been to quite a few restaurants and many restaurants you can see in Belgaum, plus including mine. I have never seen something more colorful on the table than I mean, right from all colors are there, right from the adults to the kids. It's everything so fascinating and so delightful. And sometimes I feel like just take a phone and keep clicking selfies over here.
okay.
So please dig in. So I'll just quickly take you
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the way it is. So we've got the basil pesto, right? Now basil obviously is very flavorful, but to complement that, we said, can we add a little bit of spice? So then we said, okay, the next one should be a Szechuan, so that it has a combination of spiciness as well. And this is all cottage cheese, which is paneer. And I said little bit of crunch, so we've got the exotic veggies as well. So the corn and the exotic. So you have three different sauces, three different fillings that go into it, and tossed again with balsamic. So it's a wholesome, flavorsome pizza that is there in front of you. So please
So it's
dig
all
right
in
in.
one.
Absolutely, yeah. Please dig in.
It is cut.
Want me to get you?
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Oh. I can confess with her now. She's just not beautiful outside but inside also. राजीव, दिल्ली से यहाँ तक कुछ स्टोरी बताओ यार.
सर हम तो बॉम्बे से हैं, born and brought up in Bombay.
यहाँ पे 5-10 रुपए में भी खाना होता है, लाखों में भी होता है.
Correct. So
you choose the midway in between.
no, but I'll tell you, there is not enough that we can talk about Belgaum or thank the people of Belgaum. So it can never
How
stop.
good can you thank the people of Belgaum? I mean, what in a better way by giving such a delicious meal? Everything is so apt, perfectly cooked,
We've
nicely
tried
done.
to put our best foot forward in the way how we can thank the people. Because all is local.
That's when
produced, it's locally
passionate people get into food. If you are a professional chef and things like that, तो अपना क्या होता है कि just किचन में बनाओ, जल्दी जल्दी फटाफट सर्व कर दो.
Yeah.
But when you have the home minister inside, the foreign minister outside, then we have the finance minister here. So all the corners of the restaurant is taken care. Then obviously things turn up nicely.
That's one way, and the other way.
I really can't say you've just been like 1.5 years into the business. It looks so professional and so nicely done. I should give you a 10 on 10 on all this.
No, thank you.
It's too good.
We really.
Glad you liked it.
Of course,
We're happy.
we
that-
Belgaum people are very much up front straight. जो है नहीं है नहीं है. मेरे रेस्टोरेंट में भी होता है. We are not 100% perfect. Let me tell you. But होता है. We get
Correct.
complaints भी आते हैं, compliments भी आते हैं. So we have to take everything.
True.
That's the only way one can grow,
Learn, correct.
learn and grow.
And in fact, food is in you know the Belgaum language. You know, Bombay में कोई आपको कभी hardly पूछेगा कि कैसे हो आप, but यहाँ people will you know kind of respond when I ask people कैसे हो. The first response that they will say, we are good. आपने खाना खाया क्या? You know, that's how they reciprocate.
Depending on the time.
Depending on the time of the day, they will ask you that first thing. खाना खाया क्या? And that just shows you know the way people in Belgaum are. You know, I mean, I just don't know. I'm in awe with this city. I think all of us are, and we truly feel blessed that you know we are now part of this city, and thoroughly enjoying trying to give our best.
Also, the best thing I liked about this place is, you know, you are in sync with what is happening in the city, like the cutting pani camping that's going on with Belgaum Food Wheels. Then we have the Belgaum Poetry Festival, which has been done by Rostam Diaries.
Correct.
So you are in sync with all these things. That's also a nice thing, you know. It's just not about serving food. When I was with Cafe Coffee Day, it was. I used to always wonder why the tagline "a lot can happen over coffee."
Over coffee. Yeah.
So I started realizing and understanding things. You know, no, it's not just coffee that's been served.
True.
It's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of gestures. It's a lot of conversations. It's a lot of things happening. There's proposals going on, breakups going on. There's a lot of people meeting up for the first time. People parting out from here.
Correct.
Somebody is leaving, so they are on the last sip of coffee. A lot of things. So I can now say a lot can happen over food also by seeing such a colorful meal put up, right? The nice spread put up over here. I would in fact tell you all, you know, why don't you all go for the Sunday brunch, which is trending in Belgaum now. It's nice. I mean, people would love to have this kind of. And if addition to this is coffee, then nothing.
No, certainly, and that is somewhere I think we will definitely be approaching
I'm
you for
anytime
helping.
here. I would love to come.
Thank
and
you.
do these
Yes,
things.
please.
Is there anything, Rajiv, when you guys want to say just before we end up this session?
I think from all of us, we just want to thank you know the people of Belgaum for accepting us, the food that we do. We are not perfect. We try our best. Our food may not be liked by everyone, and we truly try hard by supporting the local farmers, the vendors in Belgaum. We try our best. We will not be successful 100% of the times, but you will never find us short of trying. Do give us a chance and head over for some good food, genuine food made with a lot of love and attention. And I think from all of us, the only thing we say is thank you once again for allowing us to live our dream in your city, which is now slowly becoming our city as well. So thank you for
And
that.
Rajiv, as truly he said, this is not what we look in when we go in metros, maybe Goa, Bangalore, Bombay and all. The same food as you're getting it here at your own place, you should give it a try and you should give them a good feedback, like, you know, good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. And I feel these guys are quite open because they've worked in corporate offices and they know what corporate culture is. And definitely that's going to take them, all these guys, a long way. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Keep
Thank
serving good, delightful food. Let people come in and have more of it. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Truly appreciate. God bless. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I thank my cameraman also, Uday, for being patient enough.